Saints linebacker Demario Davis played a crucial role in New Orleans' win over Seattle Monday night. How crucial? How about 10 tackles, 2 sacks, 3 QB hits, 4 tackles for loss, and a pass defended? Did I lie? Nope, I never do. Sometimes I do. That wasn't even the most impressive part of his night. He then flew back home where his wife just welcomed their 5th kid. Count him 5. Demario joining us now to talk about that game and his 4-2 Saints team. Demario, thank you for joining us. I'm barely alive with 2 kids. How many of your 5 kids woke you up this morning? Be honest, right now. Come on.
Oh, no, none of them woke me up this morning, fortunately. But it was a late night. You know, they just piled on me from the time I walked through the door yesterday and stayed on me all day and night, even after dinner. So I have a fun time with them. We enjoy it. We're a big family. Great kids. We blessed.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, so you guys are coming off that big win Monday night in Seattle. Your defense clearly a huge reason why. How much confidence that defense have now after that performance?
Yeah, it was a great performance, and it's not just that one. We have I think pretty high levels of confidence and swagger all the time. That's part of our identity. We certainly walk into each and every matchup, with a ton of energy. That's where you get the Juice Boys name, and just ready to go out and make a statement every week. And I think it's a tribute to our process. We got phenomenal coaches, players who believe if we just do what we're coached to do, we're going to be successful. It's proven. It's been proven over, for the last 4 or 5 years. And we just want to keep getting better. We chase perfection and try to kiss excellence along the way. And that's our standard in every arena.
Was that we chase perfection and try to kiss excellence along the way? Was that the line there? That's a great line. I don't know if you guys came up with that. I've never heard that before. That's really good. And I don't know if your game against the Seahawks was try to catch it. Try to catch excellence. Okay, that probably makes a little more sense. I like kiss as well, though. Maybe you can adjust it however you'd like. Yeah, whatever works. What you said makes more sense. But this was the best game for you. I think the best statistical game of your career. I mean, 2 sacks and 4 tackles for a loss in one game, especially a guy playing your position, which isn't going to be a historically, super high sack position, given your responsibility in defense. It was great, but it was a great team defensive game, as you mentioned. And the Saints, this year, I feel like people recognize how good the defense is. But last year, your defense was pretty damn dominant as well. But I wonder if because Drew's the quarterback, people always associate Saints wins or with the offense, even if the defense was doing it. Do you guys feel like you get the recognition or respect league-wide that defense deserves?
It is about respect for us, but it's not about necessarily the respect nationally. It's the respect that we get from our opponents when we step between those lines. Right? They have to watch the film every week, and that's what we do every time we play a game. We're trying to put a type of ferociousness and violence on tape and a type of speed and energy on tape that when the next opponent watches it, they gotta kind of second guess their assignments because they know what they're up against. That's the type of respect that we want. The fact that, people are picking up on, our defense and how we play. We've had to go against, the past 2 years where we didn't have our Hall of Fame quarterback in Drew, and I think we were 9-1 in that time. And so we always knew what we could do coming into the season, and it was just about continuing to put that on display. But this group of guys, it's a special group. This unit never gets content. These guys will be back in next week trying to figure out how we can play even better. And that's why I love coming to work with these guys every day.
Demario, when Jameis Winston joined you guys a couple of years ago, I mean, he was coming off, the year where he had 30 interceptions, led the league. What growth? He was viewed as, reckless and poor decision maker. What growth have you seen from him in the last few years learning under Sean Payton and Drew Brees?
It's been amazing to watch his journey, to watch his his progress as a player and as a man. You know, for him to go through what he went through, you think about being a number 1 overall pick, a star quarterback in this league, and then having to go to a situation where you know you're not going to be playing. You're sitting behind a Hall of Fame quarterback, but at the same time, you're in a good situation. You can learn so much playing with one of the greatest offensive minds in NFL history. And then, you know, step in and take the reins, having gone through that fire and been tested by it, and come out the other side better. And he's a great friend of mine. We have a lot of conversations off the field. And, you know, one of the conversations we had was, you know, James, you've proven that you can make all the throws. You can play at a high level. You've had 5,000-yard season, which many guys in this game haven't even had. The main thing for you is going to be efficiency, and that's where you've seen the biggest growth. You know, he's playing like one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the league, and man, to walk in that manner, it's been, you know, an amazing thing to see. It's been an incredible amount of growth, and I'm proud of him. I'm proud of his leadership and the way he's taking the reins of that offense, and it's been great, you know, playing with him. He's a great teammate.
All right, Demario, you play Tom Brady on Halloween, and I think this is going to be a statement game for both sides of the ball. For Tom Brady's looking to run up the score. He had 5 touchdowns the other week. He wanted to score 50 points against the Bears. He was like mad that they were still in the game, wants to get his stats up. Meanwhile, and I know you talk about the internal respect matters, but the external respect has to ring a little bit, because even I'm like, man, the Saints defense is disrespected. You shut down Aaron Rodgers, and then the story afterwards, like, what's wrong with Aaron Rodgers? Should he have worn flip-flops? Was he in Hawaii too long? Then you go to Foxborough, you shut down the great Mac Jones. Everyone's like, it's Mac Jones. Now you recently shut down Geno Smith. People are like, it's Geno Smith. It's not Russell Wilson, even though Geno is moving the ball back and forth against the Rams. So how much of a statement game, and how much do you guys want to go out, and how much of it is a prove-it game against Tom Brady and the Bucs?
You know, it's an important game because it's the next game on our schedule. You know, that's our mentality every week. You know,
Come on.
We don't see we're not necessarily respective of whose jersey it is or what number's on the other side. You can't be in this game. The game is played inside the white lines, and who somebody's gonna be, how they gonna play, you won't know until you get inside those white lines. And that's our mentality when we step out there. It's just an important game because, you know, it's the next game on our schedule, and that's how we're going to approach it. And, you know, our next opponent being the Buccaneers, they're going to get everything we got.
Demario, when do you think we're going to see Michael Thomas on the field with you guys?
That's outside my wheelhouse, big dog. I don't know. But I know once he steps back on the field, he's going to step out there with a chip on his shoulder and a lot to prove, and I'm excited to see it. Our team is better when he's on the field.
Demario, Wiles mentioned you got Tampa Bay next. I don't know if you saw it, what Tom Brady said on the Peyton Manning, Eli Manning broadcast on Monday night, when he said, you know, that defensive players aren't the sharpest knives in the drawer. Maybe he was joking. I think he was kind of joking, but he said they're like dogs chasing cars. Did you see that comment? And does that bother you guys on the defensive side of the ball at all?
I do think it was a little bit humorous in nature, and to a degree, you know, I think there is a little bit of see ball, get ball in defensive guys, or at least there better be. But, you know, I'd be interested to see, like, you know, how he got to look at how he looks at his defensive guys, right? You know, you got Levante David, Devin White over there, you know, some great linebackers, and, you know, a lot of guys in that secondary, and looking at Todd Bowles, right? You know, to pretty much insinuate that there's no intellect on the defensive side of the ball, and being a leader in your locker room in the second year there, is them guys trying to gravitate to you. I'd be interested to see how they look at him, you know, and that type of statement being made. I mean, because it came from somewhere. So I'm just glad I don't have to worry about it. It's not in our locker room, but yeah, I'd be interested to see how those guys take it.
Demario, thank you so much for taking the time. It was a good answer. It was an honest answer. Taking the time for joining us this morning. Good luck in your household. I'm sure when you turn off this Zoom or Skype or whatever it is, it's going to get loud and rambunctious. Enjoy every second of it. And good luck on Sunday. We really appreciate you having you.